So how do you protect yourself against your dreams? What's really crazy is that anytime you try to do something big with your life, which essentially just means grow outside of whatever your current circumstance is, you're going to have a lot of these people that enter into your life and try to hold you back. And how do you protect yourself? How do you guard yourself? If you're a go-getter, if you're an achiever, if you're somebody that wants to accomplish some big things in your life, whatever that means to you, why is it that every time you try to take a step forward, you have all these people that try to hold you back? It's really interesting. I don't know if you've ever experienced that before. I have many times in my life. If you're new here, my name is Will, and I teach a lot of the things that allowed me to get financially free at age 29. And I just got a conversation with my friend Charlie. Charlie's getting into social media. He just crossed 10,000 followers on Instagram. He's loving it. And as he goes along his journey, he's got all these people telling him how dumb he is, how he's making the wrong decisions, how you can't grow on social media. Why would you mess with social media? They're telling him why they don't like his content. All of this stuff, all of this yapping, all of this nonsense. And I have experienced this many times, no matter what level of the game you're at, whether you have no money, whether you get some money, whether you have no followers, whether you have some followers, whether you've never done, it doesn't matter. So we're going to talk about that. It really bothers me that a bunch of people that have never achieved anything in their life all of a sudden come out of the woodwork and tell you how you can't achieve what you desire to achieve. How can you give me instruction? How can you give me direction to a place you've never been? How can you give me instruction on how I can't do it if you ain't never done it? You don't know what it takes to get it done. How on earth are you qualified to give me any advice on this subject? So we're going to talk about how you protect yourself and your dreams. You have to be very careful of this. One of the things, number one, is that people try to steal your childlike enthusiasm for life. I've been a go-getter since I was born. When I was a little dude, I was just always had a lot of energy. When I was a kid, they put me on the precursor to Adderall. It was called Ritalin for those senior citizens out there with me. And so I was on that stuff all the time because I had so much energy. Like, I'm just ready to go. I wake up and I'm ready to go. My daughter, she's 9 years old. She's the same way. Like, she wakes up in the morning. We don't need much. I'm awake. It's go time. I have two speeds, on and off. And when on, I'm full speed. So a lot of times as a kid, because I had this energy, adults around me, teachers and stuff like that, would tell me, like, they try to put me into a box. You've got ADHD or whatever you want to call it. And they always try to put me in a box. And, hey, you need to stop that. And early, probably good reason on their side. I'm a little crazy. On their side, early, they tried to put me in a box. My parents didn't know any better, so they got me prescriptions for Ritalin, which is like Adderall, really to help me focus, because I had a hard time focusing. And you're going to see me, like, on this podcast, like, go all over the place, which is just how I work, man. But that doesn't stop there. That's where it starts. And there's, like, medical stuff that goes along with that. But I mean, outside of that box, childhood is how we need to return to. You need to return to that thinking, that thought process, that excitement, that enthusiasm for life, the enthusiasm for possibilities, for what is possible in life. I don't know if you remember or if you've forgotten. Likely, if you're an adult, you've forgotten because life has beaten it out of you. You've forgotten what it's like to dream what this world can be. What can I accomplish in this world? What is possible for me beyond these walls of school, beyond these walls of education? Once I graduate high school, that excitement, that enthusiasm of what I can accomplish. You remember that? You probably forgot. It's because life beats us down. If you let it, you can't let it. And that's what's happening to Charlie. People are coming out of the woodwork telling him how stupid he is. You can't do it. Your mama can't do it. Your mama dropped on your head. They're just coming up with any kind of thing they can say to this guy to stop him. Fortunately, he's stubborn like me. Stubborn as a mule, got a big hard head. It's not going to work. Society has this be practical message. Like, what do they say? I'm a realist. I'm a realist. That's like a thing. Like, what is real? What is real? Let's go into this. What is real? Everything that exists now at some point in time did not exist. So however you're hearing me, number one, I'm streaming this live. And if you want to hang out with us all the time, just go to moneymanmyers.com and follow me on all the platforms. And you can catch this live when I go live on my podcast. So how are you watching this live or listening to this live? Or if you didn't get to catch it live, you're streaming this somewhere on Spotify, on Apple, whatever. You're on your podcast. And how? This never existed before. When I was born, this didn't exist. The coolest thing that ever came out was the iPod. And then the iPod turned into an iPhone and the iPhone connected to the internet. And now we're on the internet and now you can stream. This is crazy. So at some point in time, this did not exist in reality, which means the only place that this streaming technology existed was in somebody else's brain. They put it on paper and they tested and tested and tested and it didn't work. And they tested and tested and tested and it still didn't work. And then eventually it worked. And they go, hey, we have an idea. And the idea worked. And now it turned into what it is today, which is a viable product. And then now we use it and we subscribe and we create accounts and we're streaming and we're listening. Crazy is the beginning of a dream that becomes reality. Those that say you're crazy have not accomplished the things that you desire to accomplish. But you have to understand, like, this is the entrepreneur's curse. The entrepreneur's curse is that it exists only in your mind. I have a dream, I have a vision, I know where I can go. I see it as clear as day. And then I open my eyes and it doesn't exist. Like, but I see it. It's in my brain, but I open my eyes and I don't see it. And then when you express your dream to somebody else, they look at the reality that you see with your eyes, but not with your mind. They look around and they go, hey, whatever you're saying is crazy because I don't see it. And you go, no, but hear me on this. It's a vision. And then you express your vision, which is just what's in your brain. It's not in reality. So do we fault them? Do we blame the people that try to hold us back? Do we blame the people that try to bring us down to realism, to realistic? Because if I look in reality, it doesn't exist. Therefore, it's not real. If it's not real, then it's not in reality. So you're crazy. This is the entrepreneur's curse. The entrepreneur's curse is that you have a vision that you can see so clearly in your mind, but nobody else can. They call you crazy. They're going to call you crazy until you prove it to be true. And once you prove it to be true and real in their world, they're going to come up with something else. So you have to disconnect your desire to get affirmation from the outside world. They are never going to approve of you. You don't need their approval. The interesting thing about this approval desire comes from, that's the core, is I seek approval of others. And then it kind of like morphs into this hustle and grind culture. Hustle and grind culture, I couldn't disagree with more. The deepest part of me disagrees with hustle and grind culture at like the core. Like the entire point of creating and building a business is to have systems that don't rely on me or my effort to produce income. The reason that I buy assets like rental properties and storage and businesses and things like that is so I don't have to be there, but value is still provided to the customers and income still comes in. It's the disconnection of hustle and grind that is the entire freaking point. So I can't disagree with that more than I do. So this hustle and grind culture, the core of that is this deep desire to seek the approval of others that you didn't get when you were a kid. Like if I just work hard enough, if I just work long enough, eventually I'll get enough wealth that then my dad will love me. Hey, just so you know, it's not how you get love. It's a whole other conversation. The point that I want to make to you is that if you have a vision inside of your mind and inside of your heart that is so crystal clear to you, you can't let those around you that have not achieved the things that you desire pull you down and dissuade you from pursuing your dream. If mentally you go into your brain, just go with me on this, and hypothetically in your brain you go, I quit, I give up on this dream. How does that make you feel? So everybody around you is telling you, everybody's telling Charlie, you can't do it. Charlie, you can't be on social media. Charlie, you're never going to make it. Charlie, you're a big fat loser head, whatever they say. Charlie goes, okay, mentally, I'll just quit. How does that make you feel? If mentally you quit on whatever dream it is that you are telling the world and the world is telling you you are crazy, how does it make you feel when you mentally quit, you give up? If that feeling inside of you doesn't sit right, then you have to pursue in spite of everything that's around you. If that's the thing that's going to give you happiness and fulfillment in this world, then you must pursue it. Regardless if you get affirmation, regardless if you get positive reinforcement from everybody around you, you have to pursue the dream in spite of what the world tells you. The world is always going to tell you that your dream isn't possible because they can't see it. It's not their fault. How are they going to tell you it's real? They don't see it. It only exists in your brain. The thing that you desire to achieve only exists up here, my man, my girl, my lady, milady. It only exists in your brain. So we got to toughen up our skin. We have to thicken it up. Go, okay, I'm not going to quit my dream. I'm going to pursue it. In the pursuit of that, I'm going to get some arrows. People are going to shoot some shots at me. And when they shoot the shots, I'm going to understand that I'm never going to quit. I've already decided. If I quit, the thought is too painful. So therefore, I'm never going to quit. And I'm going to pursue until I achieve or until I die. I'm just never going to give up. It's just the way it is. Come hell or high water. Success or die trying is the philosophy that we have. So we have to understand that number one, they're going to pull us back because the reality that they see is not what we see. That's the entrepreneur's curse. Number two, we have to return back to our childlike enthusiasm. You have to remember that you have this world in front of you. And if God gave you the gift of life, you have to use it to the full extent. Until the air stops breathing out of my lungs, it is full speed. If you don't like it, I'm not here to be liked. I'm here to pursue, to seek, and to destroy. That's my objective. I'm going after these goals, one after another, after another, after another. I'm not here for your affirmation. I don't care what you think about me. Your opinion of me is none of my business. What made you think I care what you think about me? I don't have time to think about me. I don't have time to think about you. You form your opinion. That is your right, but don't tell me about it. I don't care. Respectfully. You have to get to these kind of mentalities. I have taken on so many arrows over my entire career. I've heard it all, man. And there's more coming. Bring it on. Because I'm pursuing anyway. Doesn't matter. Your opinion of me is none of my business. What you think about me, I don't care. I don't care. I didn't do this for your love and admiration. I'm doing this for me. I'm doing this because I can't sleep at night if I don't do it. I'm pursuing this because that's where I'm going to see my happiness and fulfillment in life. I didn't do it for you. I don't care what you think. I love you. I love you. I hope you love yourself. And if you don't like me, that's okay, because I like me enough for the both of us. Don't need you to like me. Okay? Okay? So I'm going to return to that childlike enthusiasm. I want to see my impact on the world. My impact on the world is of no relevance to your opinion of me. I'm going to see my impact with or without you. If you want to go with me, come on, let's go. If you don't want to go, that's fine. You can stay behind. I'm out. But I'm not going to let you drag me down. Don't worry. I've got enough strength to carry both of us. And I will if I have to. But if you become too much, I'm just going to bop you on the head and you're going to have to fall off the cliffside. See you later. Side note. I want you to understand that nobody that's ever achieved anything in life is going to try to dissuade you from achieving what you want. It's only the people, no disrespect. I think I can say no disrespect and then you can't take offense. No disrespect, but all the losers out there, that means they haven't won, they've lost everything they've attempted, or they've given up on all the dreams they've shot in their life. They're like, I got a dream, I quit. Okay, those people, those losers, I said no disrespect. Those losers, respectfully, are the only people that are going to give you feedback and tell you you can't do it. So my rebuttal, and here's what I want you to add to your quiver. What about your life makes you qualified to give me advice on mine? What is it? What is it about your life that qualifies you to give me advice on mine? Are you giving me legal advice? Check this out. I made this note the other day. Texas Penal Code 38.123 prohibits an unlicensed person from giving legal advice. It's a Class A misdemeanor punishable upon 1 year in jail. Are you giving me legal advice? Are you an attorney? So you're not an attorney, but you're giving me legal advice. Are you a psychiatrist? You're giving mental advice, but you're not I think there's probably something punishable among law if you're going to give me like mental advice, whatever the hell that's called, psychiatric advice. What qualifies you to give me advice in pursuit of my dreams? I missed something along the way. The unsolicited part of this advice, I missed something. What qualifies you to give me advice in pursuit of my dream? Maybe I've got some childhood trauma I'm trying to deal with. And in pursuit of this dream, I'm dealing with it. Are you giving me medical advice? I didn't see your doctor's note on the wall. Where'd you get your PhD? I'm just having a hard time understanding what makes you think, number one, I give a damn about your opinion in pursuit of my goal, and number two, where your qualifications are. Respectfully. I said respectfully. You can say anything after that, I think. I just want you to understand the people in your life that are attacking your dreams and whatever you're trying to pursue in your life are not qualified to give you any advice. I can't, every time I come into contact with somebody that has some glimmer of light, they're like, man, I got this fire. I think I want to do it. I am the ultimate hype man. I'm like, what do you need me to do to help you on the journey? What can I do? What do you want to do? Like, you tell me. Those that have achieved, and talk to any achiever, those that have achieved anything are going to be the ultimate hype. There's so much room at the mountaintop. We can all go. And by me helping you along the journey doesn't take anything from me. This is the ultimate abundance mentality versus a scarcity mentality. A scarcity mentality is from poverty, impoverished people that believe there's only a finite amount of wealth or a finite amount of love or a finite amount of muscle. It's a finite mentality, finite amount of muscle. Let's say you walk into a gym and like, oh man, all the muscle's taken. You see a bunch of meatheads like, oh man, meathead's a compliment, by the way. Oh man, all the muscle's taken. I guess I got to leave. You see how crazy that sounds? Like all the muscles taken. What the hell does that even mean? Or you find a couple and they're deep in love and you're looking for love yourself. You want to find a good relationship, somebody to have camaraderie and compatible, whatever the things are for the rest of your life. And you're like, oh my gosh, I found this amazing couple. They're so sweet. All the love is gone. After the love is gone, great song, by the way. All the love is gone. Did they take all the love, that couple? No, there's plenty of love. Same thing with money, especially when you introduce, I'm not going to get deep into this, but when you remove the gold standard and you enter into a debt where now money can just be created, there's no such thing as like finite amount of resources. That's not how it works. Like, think about this. If we lived on an island and there's like 4 coconuts, yes, that's a finite amount of resources. We live in society where debt can be used to buy stuff. There's nothing backing that money. Since we transitioned when Nixon got rid of the gold era, there's unlimited money. Oh, by the way, like, what is it? $6.9 trillion a day changes hands. So even if money moved to one place to the other and oh man, I missed it. Tomorrow it's moving some more. Okay. So it's not a scarcity mentality. It's an abundant mentality. So when somebody's telling me about their dream and their goal and their desire, I'm like, let's go, dude. There's plenty of coconuts for all of us. Let's go get some coconuts. Does this make sense? So anytime somebody tries to stop you from your dream, they're already cuckoo in the head. They already don't understand love, or they don't understand muscle, or they don't understand money. Like, we need to do an IQ test. You're telling me I can't accomplish this thing. Based on what criteria? Like, is it impossible? Like, literally streaming this right now. If you sent me into the woods with an axe, I would never come back with the internet. I don't know how that works. We got it. It's awesome. Now with Starlink, I can be in the woods and I can connect to a satellite and I can watch Netflix. What? How do we make plastic turn into Netflix? I don't know, dude. I don't know how it works. But if that's possible, whatever I can dream up in my monkey brain is definitely possible. So for you to say it's impossible means we need to get you an IQ test. I think we need to get you checked for psychiatric treatment. You don't think I can do it. Or is there some form of envy, jealousy, or something on your side that you're projecting to me? Because I don't want anything to do with that. I don't know if you're here now. I don't know if you're hearing me now, but I want you to know that we're going to protect your dreams. Talk to Charlie, in case you're just tuning in. Talk to my man Charlie today. Charlie's on a dream goal. He's chasing social media content, posting content, crossed 10,000. Now everybody's telling him he's an idiot. How dumb you are, Charlie. It's never going to work. You're never going to succeed. Who are all these people? Where did they come from? Unsolicited advice from a bunch of morons. Respectfully. I can say respectfully and it's fine. I think that's how it works. Hope you understand you have to protect your dreams because they're all coming for it. You are under attack. You are under attack. So one of the things I would recommend is you limit who you share your dreams with. Unfortunately, that has to be one of the pieces of advice that you consider. I'm not saying you do it. I'm just saying you consider it. In the beginning, if your skin is not thick enough, if you don't have the rhinoceros thick skin where they can throw arrows at you and they bounce off of you, if it penetrates and it hurts in the feelings, and you go home and you cry a little bit, it's okay. That's normal. I've been there. Sometimes I'm still there. You have to limit who you share your dream with, unfortunately. That's what it takes. If you can't quite handle the negative words, the negative thoughts, the negative comments, the negative things that come from pursuit of profit, from pursuit of dream, you just have to withhold that. In addition to that, number 2 is I would recommend that you get a circle. And this is one of the secrets of life, by the way. You get a circle of support where whatever it is that you desire to achieve in your life, you put yourself in an environment where whatever your desired outcome is the expectation of that group. For example, I lost 30 pounds. I didn't even know I had 30 pounds to lose. I lost 30 pounds by joining a boxing gym. The group had an expectation of me that matched up with my goal. So my goal, my desire in my mind and in my heart was that I wanted to lose weight, I wanted to get fit and be able to defend myself. I'm still working on that third one. If you see me on the street, yes, I want you to know you could take my wallet. Don't worry, I got backup for that. The hands fail. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so lose weight, get fit, be able to defend myself. Well, that was my goal, my desire. Well, this group, that was their expectation of me. So those things matched up. My goal, their expectation. The secret is to put yourself in an environment where your desired outcome matches the expectation of the group. That's the secret. It doesn't make it easier. I still have to show up for the workouts. I still have to be disciplined in my calories and protein content when I'm eating at home. When nobody's watching, that's character. When nobody's watching, am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? And I get to the gym, I'm a little flabby. They go, hey, you were eating a lot of cookies this weekend, didn't you? I'm like, oh, God, you got me. That fat shaming, whether you like it or don't, works. Helps me. If it doesn't help you, that's okay. I love you no matter what. So the expectation of the group was that I show up and work out 3 to 5 times a week doing boxing workouts, that I eat my calorie content, 1,800 calories with 180 grams of protein or whatever they prescribed me. And I followed that routine and regimen. And if I follow that routine and regimen, I hit my goal. I help my group. They see me. I inspire them. They inspire me. And then it's this symbiotic. It's a relationship that works out together, whatever that's called. Amniotic fluid is the thing when you're pregnant. Symbiotic, whatever. You know what I'm saying, okay? This is not a science class. Jesus Christ, we're talking about dreams. Okay, so that is one of the secrets of success. What is the secret? You put yourself in an environment where your desired outcome is the expectation of the group. So, number one, you limit who you tell your dream to. Unfortunately, that has to be some of it. Number two, you also put yourself in an inner circle where your desired outcome is the expectation of the group. Let's take Charlie, for example, because that's what the catalyst of this freaking rant is about. Charlie says, hey, man, did people ever tell you negative things when you're pursuing dreams? I said, baby, all the time. All the time. I got a P.O. box just for them to send letters to. He goes, oh, man. So Charlie needs to put himself in an environment where his desired outcome is the expectation of the group. Charlie's at 10,000 followers on Instagram. Let's say his goal is to get to 25. Cool. I've been there. I've done it. I'm at whatever I'm at. If that's his goal, I can help you. I can help you get to where you're trying to go. And I'm going to love you and encourage you and help you and like push you along the way. Well, and then I've got other people that are further along than me. And now we're all in this group encouraging Charlie. Now Charlie can come and tell his dream to us and we're not going to shoot him down. Go, dude, let's go. If I did it, you can do it. Come on, Charlie. Oh my gosh. Now he leaves with hope, with inspiration, with belief in himself. If he goes into an environment and nobody's achieved that stuff and they're like, ooh, Charlie, boo, you can't do that. You're a loser, Charlie. A lot of envy, a lot of jealousy. The reason we have the words envy and jealousy is because they exist. It's real. Nobody ever admits to envy and jealousy. Isn't that interesting? It's kind of interesting that everybody believes they're an above average driver, but there has to be a below average. So if everybody says they're above average, where's all the below averages at? You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that quote from George Carlin. George Carlin says, think about how stupid the average person is, and then realize that half of them are stupider than that. Interesting, right? So if jealousy and envy exist in this world, but nobody admits to it, why do we have a word for it? Why is it in every story ever, like in all the parables in the Bible and everywhere, jealousy and envy exist for sure, right? How come nobody admits to it? Interesting. Jealousy and envy show themselves in many forms. One of those forms is telling you can't do it. That's okay. You don't have to admit that you're jealous or envious. That's a weird thing to admit, right? Like, I'm jealous of you. You probably never heard that. You're probably never going to say that. However, you trying to restrict my dreams, what does that do for you? Why does it make you feel good to tell me I can't do something? What dreams have you given up on? Which leads us to the final part. There's many things that I could rant on this. I'm gonna keep this relatively short. I just want you to have a thing that you can go to, a resource to give you encouragement, to give you light, to give you push, to give you the things that you desire in pursuit of your dreams. And that's really why I'm ranting right now. As I had these things in my heart, these are the things that I wanted to tell to Charlie. I couldn't talk to Charlie right now. And so I just want to get it to you. I think the core of all of this is when somebody's trying to hold you back from a thing that you want to accomplish. The thing that I return to is compassion. Like, I feel for those people. Anytime you've heard the phrase hurting people hurt people, or hurting people try to hurt people. Like, anytime somebody sends you hate, they say something mean to you. A lot of times this is on the internet, whether you like it or not. We're living a lot on the internet, and you see comments and they're mean. You go to a comment section of a video and it's mean and it's nasty. And you're like, whoa, dude, are you okay? I think that is the conclusion of a lot of this. Is like, listen, hey, listen, I'm going to go for my dreams in my life. It's okay if my dreams are not your dreams. That's okay. But me accomplishing my dream doesn't take anything away from you. And I don't know what happened to you in your life, but I want you to know that I believe in you still, even though you're lashing out at me, even though that you're obviously hurt about something. I want you to know that I have nothing but love for you. I can love you, and it takes nothing away from anybody else. I have enough love in my heart for you and for my other loved ones. I want you to know that it's okay for me to accomplish or go for my dreams, even if I fail, I'm going to learn something along the way. And I don't really consider it failure until I quit. And you're in my path right now, and you're telling me I need to quit. Well, I'm not going to quit. Yeah, I'm going to keep going. However, if there's anything that I can do for you to help you overcome this pain, I'm happy to do that. But that pain doesn't go away if you tear me down. You can't hurt me and heal you. It's not how it works. So I've got nothing but compassion and love for all these people that try to tear everybody else down. But I want you to know that this is a place that you can return to this podcast, if you find any value in this whatsoever, and listen to this over and over and over again, because in pursuit of your dreams, you're going to have this all the time. You can't let the dream stealers steal your dream, because you're going to end up empty and broke and unhappy, just like they are. And the core of that is that they're unhappy, they're dissatisfied with their life, and it would make them feel better if they pulled you down to their level. That's the truth. Whether they can admit that or not, nobody ever admits to jealousy or envy, so they're probably not going to admit to it. So you have to stay on course, on track, on trajectory for whatever it is that you desire to have in your life. And from this point on, just remember, you can achieve anything you want. If they can go into the woods with an axe and turn it into an internet, the satellite, whatever you're thinking about in your brain is possible. It is absolutely possible. Everything that exists in our world did not exist at some point. It's crazy. And to end, I want you to try to explain this. Like, think about all the cool stuff in your life. Like the phone technology, you can like text somebody, they get it right away. You can send them a picture, they get it right away. You can FaceTime somebody. You can stream this right now. You like, think about all that. Try to explain that to your great-great-grandfather. Like, or just imagine like somebody from the 1500s. Like, how would you explain that? Or like, if you've ever generated money on the internet, like you've earned income on the internet somehow. Like, I don't know, like earned a gift card or sold some products or whatever. Like, explain that. Like, yeah, dude, some guy in like North Carolina bought a t-shirt from me, great-great-grandfather, and like, explain that to a farmer from the 1500s or like a peasant or like whatever, right? Like, what? We live in such a possibility-driven world. Anything, there's so much freaking evidence all around you of these things that just are unfathomable. How? And it's your normal day. You just wake up and check your phone. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like, if you just get the mentality of some dude from the 1500s, like, what? If those are possible, then whatever you're thinking about in your head is possible, dude. Man, I want to earn extra income, or I want to buy an asset, or I've got this dream. I've got this thing for my business. Dude, you could totally do it. You could totally do it. Come on, man. I turn into Shaggy. Hey, man. All right. So that's what I want you to understand. Just return to that perspective. Just always remember that anything that exists in this world that absolutely blows your mind, if that's possible, whatever's in your heart and your mind is possible. Cool. We're going to dip like a chip. I hope you got value out of this. This is for my boy, Charlie. Charlie, don't let them crush your dreams, man. They're coming for you. Stay strong. All right. I'll catch y'all guys later. Hope you enjoy this. Take care. Peace.